One of the things that amazes me about this country is the fact that if people are successful, they get penalized for it. Those who do really well, who have the smarts, who have gone to school, educated themselves, made the right decisions in life, made the money, they've saved their money, and they've invested their money, they get penalized. They get punished for that. I really think the wealthy get a bad rap in this country. I never quite understood why the ones who have the money get penalized. The ones who have the money provide the jobs. I mean, let's face it. If you're looking at a job that pays you $200,000 and you're going to be involved in some kind of an engineering job or something like that, and you're going to be an executive at a company, you're offered a job, do you talk to a fry cook at McDonald's about whether you should do it or not? You're probably going to talk to somebody along your own lines, along your own social economic group. The estate tax was phased out, or the legislation for providing for its gradual phasing out from 2001 until 2009 was passed by the Bush administration, and for good reason. Why do you penalize people who've already paid tax on that money, and what they have left over they invest, or they save, or they may even provide jobs by opening up a business, yet they get penalized for that. Starting in 2010, there is no estate tax. George Steinbrenner just died, and I think they say he's worth about $15 billion. No estate tax, and that's the way it ought to be. Now, come the first of the year, 2011, the estate tax goes back to the way it was before Bush took office. 55% of anything over $600,000 at a and it's a $600,000 the $600,000 exemption, and then it's taxed at 55% above $600,000. Now, if your parents leave you a farm or they leave you a business and it's valued at $2 million, and you got to sell the business to pay those taxes, what sense does that make? Now you're going to end up having people losing jobs. You're going to be putting people on the unemployment dockets. It's ridiculous. The article that you see below here on my Facebook page from USA Today talks about how the Republicans voted down Obama's suggestion to do a $3.5 million exemption at a 45% tax rate. So anything above $3.5 million would be taxed at 45%. But the reason the Republicans denied it and voted against it was because they don't want an estate tax at all. This isn't about going against Obama. They just don't want an estate tax. And there shouldn't be an estate tax. The money already was taxed at an earlier time as income tax. And then the people who had that money left over chose to invest it wisely, maybe start a business, save it, do whatever they had to do to make it worthwhile, to get some of that tax money back that they had to pay. And unfortunately, if Obama just said let's let the tax stay at 0% and therefore there's no estate tax, he's not doing that. He wants to go back and punish the wealthy again. This is crazy. It's really critical that we understand this, because look, $1 million doesn't go far today. If there's a $1 million inheritance, someone's going to pay 55% or 45, or that would be 55% above $600,000. That means they're going to pay about $275,000 tax on that $1 million inheritance. What if it's a farm? What if it's a business, a small business? The business gets sold to pay the tax. There's no way around it. And that's my thought for today.